Welcome to Laudium Sun TV. We are currently at the book launch of Coolie Bandiet, which is written by Zunaid Mosam. We are currently outside Iqra Agencies, where the book launch is happening at the Laudium Plaza at the Laudium CBD. We are with Moosa Adam, who is the owner of Iqra Agencies, and we're just going to get a few words from him.
Assalamu alaikum. It's Moosa Adam, the bookseller of Pretoria. We have this book today. We're launching with Zunaid Mosam of Nylstrom. Very interesting book. Please get a copy for yourself. Read it, enjoy it, share it, visit us. Enjoy the morning, the day with us.
So, Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, and Sambonani to everybody. My name is Shafi Amir Mia. I served on the South African Human Rights Commission for the past 7 years, from 2014 to 2021, February 2021. And I'm very happy to be here because it was something that that I think needs to happen, in the sense that I'm encouraging many activists to write their experiences of the trauma of the impact of apartheid and the apartheid dent that caused so much of disruptions in our society. There was nothing romantic about apartheid. It was just atrocious, it was horrible, and it was a gross violation of human rights.
Amandla!
Away!
Amandla!
Away!
Amandla!
Away!
Thank you. It's really important to be here. I think there's so much of strength that we learn about when we hear the stories that you've written and so many of you have written. And I think what we learn is that there's so much of strength in struggle, and the reading of these stories makes us better people inherently. It's as simple as that. So what I want to thank you for particularly, Comrade Zunaid, is taking the time to write the story. I know that writing is difficult. It pushes you to introspect very critically about your role. It pushes you to grapple with a lot of the decisions that were taken, and also what needs to happen.
My name is Ismail Vadi. I'm retired now, so I'm an ordinary citizen in South Africa. It's been a great pleasure to be part of this book launch, the book called Coolie Bandiet, written by Zunaid Mosam. It's an important social history. It's a social commentary, of course, talking about Modimolle, or the old town of Nylstrom, in the 1980s. Zunaid, as people might know, was detained for a period of 3 months during the state of emergency. And what the book reflects is really his experiences in detention. But because a person has time in detention, you are alone in your cell, he reflects on the history of Nylstrom as a town, the Group Areas Act, the massive impact it had on the communities there, the disruptive impact it had on the communities there, and then the struggles of the people against apartheid. So he's given voice to the people of Nylstrom or Modimolle, but importantly he's given voice to the Pakhameng township. Major struggles by the youth organization there, by people who were aligned to the ANC in the mid-1980s and the United Democratic Front. And that's the important thing. This is a story about a small dorpie, and it's great to see writers coming from other towns, not just from the urban centers, but young people and ordinary people coming and writing from dorpies from the platteland in South Africa, and contributing to the mosaic, the literary mosaic that we are beginning to develop in our country.
Hello, my name is Zunaid Mosam. I'm the author of Coolie Bandiet. I'm in Laudium today to launch the book, one of many launches that I will be having throughout the country. My book is about a small town's struggle against the apartheid system. It covers, my early days in Modimolle. It looks at the disparity within our schooling system. It briefly touches on the Group Areas Act that impacted many blacks throughout the country, and also the book looks at my incarceration, where I spent 3 months in prison and 1 month in solitary confinement as a result of the emergency regulations in 1986. The book also looks at the euphoria as we approach 1994 and the elections thereof, and also in 1995, when we had to negotiate for a single municipality in Mudimulle, we look at how we negotiated, the recalcitrant attitude of the whites in that area, and how we actually finally took a seat of power in Mudimulle. I know the word Coolie is a derogatory term, and I use it with a great deal of circumspection because, we wouldn't use it in our daily language. But for me, the word Coolie actually represents the abusive period in 1986, especially during my solitary confinement and my incarceration during that period. We were abused by warders, we were abused by the security branch, by the police. So for me, I looked at many words, like, one of the words, my nicknames in the township is called Sanyofa, loosely translated means troublemaker. And then also Fanamalaza means homeboy, but I don't think that really would do credit to the title of the book. So Coolie was the ideal book to actually show the abusive and the harassment of that period. The other thing is that the word bandit, which if you look at in the Afrikaans dictionary, means outlaw. So we were in the eyes of the apartheid government and the security branch, we were outlaws in that in South Africa. So that is the reason why I've used the title Coolie Bandiet. I think it's very important for especially the youth to understand the impact of apartheid and also our struggle against apartheid is very important. And there are many reasons why. One of it is that we should never allow such a scourge against humanity to happen in our country or anywhere in the world again. So that is why, I think it's very important. It's also important for our youth to understand the history and for us to capture our history, because as there's an African proverb that says, if the right and loosely paraphrase, it says that if the lion does not learn to write, the hunter will be glorified. And it's very important for us to capture our history and to tell our stories. The book is available in Laudium at Iqra bookstores. It will be, at the stores, so if anyone needs it. Thank you so much.